What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. I feel like it's been a while since I've done one of these sit down videos for YouTube. If you haven't known, I've been in Miami for the past 5 days filming at a conference that I was hired for. It was an amazing conference. It was a great time, but that's not why you're here. Let's get into the video. Today I want to talk about why I just don't think I would ever use a mirrorless camera anymore for my professional projects. I'm gonna give you some reasons why. Let's get into it. Reason number one being the battery life. On a mirrorless body, you don't understand how many batteries that I had to buy and how many batteries that I went through. When using a cinema camera like the FX6 that I got now, I just attach one V-mount battery to it and this battery lasts all day. Not even speaking about a V-mount battery, the FX6 battery that came with the camera, that battery itself already lasts about an hour and a half long. And that's pretty good for a battery that just comes with the camera. On my A7S III, my Canon, my A6000, those batteries were complete trash. Like, I had to have an arsenal of batteries, and honestly, I don't miss that about mirrorless cameras. I don't miss having to constantly keep switching out batteries. The FX6, I just slap one V-mount battery on, two V-mount batteries, and I'm good to go. They last all day long. To me, it was all just a headache. It was a pain in the neck. I got sick of carrying literally just a bag full of batteries. Like, it was ridiculous. With the FX6, the cinema line camera, I don't have to deal with that no more. And honestly, it's why I love it, and this is exactly why I don't miss using a mirrorless camera. Reason number two being the shutter angle. My Sony FX6 has 180-degree shutter angles. Now, if I record in 60 frames per second, I don't have to worry about being 1/125. The mirrorless bodies don't have that, so if I'm shooting 24 frames per second, I gotta see if I'm at 1/150. If I'm at 60 frames per second, 1/125 or 120. You know, you get the point. The cinema camera, I don't have to worry about that no more. I just leave it at 180, record whatever I want to record in, and I'm good to go. I love that. That's a good feature. Reason number three being the custom button control that you get on the cinema camera, especially the FX6. Compared to any other mirrorless camera body that I use, the FX6 itself already has a whole lot of buttons on the body. And I love that. And you can customize all these buttons to your own preferences. Yes, the mirrorless bodies can do that, but they don't have as many buttons as the cinema line camera does. And honestly, I prefer the buttons on the body rather than navigating through a menu screen, especially the Sony lineup. Oh my gosh, Sony's menu system is so big and so overwhelming, but with the FX6, everything is just on the body. So it just makes it so much more easier for me. And I honestly prefer that. Just tapping a button on the body makes it more efficient, a lot more faster, and I don't have to dive through a menu system whenever I'm on a live shoot. Number four being the audio. With a cinema camera, you get professional audio. With the mirrorless body, I just had a normal little 3.5 millimeter shotgun mic, and it just, I don't know, the audio wasn't that good compared to an XLR audio. XLR audio sounds crispier, sounds deeper, sounds fuller. A little shotgun microphone is cool if you want to do vlogs, it's cool if you want to do little skits here and there, but for professional work, professional interviews, corporate work, documentary, XLR is a must-have. It sounds the best. It sounds the cleanest. I prefer it over lavs. I prefer it over all the audios that you can get with a camera. XLR is the way to go. Now, reason number five is kind of a more of an opinion-based reason, but it's the camera body. The way that a cinema camera is shaped, the way that it's built, the way that you can rig it out, how heavy you can make it, how even light you can make it. The FX6 is surprisingly light. You think it's a big camera, you think it's a heavy camera if you never use one, but the body itself is pretty light. Now, obviously, mirrorless cameras, I will say for travel work, for anything along run and gun, quick, fast pace, you know, you don't want to carry something too heavy, then I will say that the mirrorless is better, especially for travel. I don't like taking my FX6 when I travel unless it's for an actual job that I'm hired to do. Then I'll take it. But if it's my own personal travel pleasure, I don't like taking it all the time. And if I do take it, I am like stripping it down to bare minimum because I don't want to carry a heavy camera up a big mountain. For me, I just think a cinema camera body just looks better. It feels better. I'm probably kind of weird, but I kind of like how a cinema body has a little bit more weight to it than a mirrorless body. I don't know. It feels more sturdy to me. It feels more durable. It feels more just, I don't even know. I just like it, in my opinion. But again, this is opinion based reason, but not everyone's gonna agree. But this is just why I like it better. Reason number six being built-in ND filters. Now, that's something I talk about pretty much in all my videos whenever I go over a mirrorless versus a cinema camera. It truly is good. I love built-in ND filters. I'm so sick of having to screw on different size filter threads for my ND filters on my mirrorless camera. On the cinema camera, I don't have to do that no more. I don't have to worry about it. Unless it's like really, really bright outside, then maybe I'll slap an ND on, but I'm hardly ever doing that to be honest with you. So that's something I don't miss, carrying around a bunch of ND filters, a bunch of batteries. No more. Those days for me are completely gone. And reason number seven, my last and final reason, is because of how much money this camera makes me. I don't know if that's too cliche to say, but this camera has brought me a lot more income than my mirrorless body. I don't know if it's because the way it looks. I don't know if it's because whatever it may be. I don't know why this camera makes me so much more money, but it's what clients want and it's what clients prefer. And if they prefer it and if it makes my workflow so much more efficient, I love it. Now, as cliche as it sounds, I actually do plan on picking up a B camera that most likely will be a mirrorless camera for the simple fact that I need a travel camera. I want a B camera for interviews, and I don't want to spend too much money on a B camera that I know I'm not really gonna use all that much because the FX6 is my A camera. It's my primary camera. It's what I use for everything. So I'm considering maybe a FX30 so I can match the image on my FX6. I'm not sure yet. It is APS-C, which honestly isn't too much of a big issue for me. I really don't care about that. But mirrorless cameras are good and they're not bad, but I just love cinema cameras more. It's just something about a cinema camera that just changed my whole perspective. Something about a cinema camera that I just enjoy a lot more than a mirrorless camera. Yeah, sometimes they can be heavier. Yeah, sometimes they can be bulkier, but I don't know. I think for me, that's a better trade-off from a mirrorless camera, in my opinion. But that's it for today's video. It's like super windy outside. I'm in Florida and we're about to have a hurricane, and I am about to get blown away out of this chair. So without further ado, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. I'll be on to Buongiorno.